In the first time, the land of Zabulon and the land of Naphtali was alighted, either released, and at the last, the way of the sea beyond Jordan, of Galilee of heathen men, was made heavy. The people that went in darknesses saw a great light. When men dwelled in the country of shadow of death, light rose up to them. Thou multipliedest folk, thou magnifiedest not gladness. They shall be glad before thee, as they that be glad in harvest, as overcomers make full out joy, when they have taken a prey, when they part the spoils. For thou hast overcome the yoke of his burden, and the rod of his shoulder, and the scepter of his wrongful asker, as in the day of Midian. For why all violent raven with noise, and a cloth meddled with blood, shall be into burning, and the meat of fire? Forsooth, a little child is born to us, and a son is given to us, and princehood is made on his shoulder, and his name shall be called Wonderful, a Counselor, God, Strong, Father to the world of coming, a Prince of Peace. His empire shall be multiplied, and none end shall be of his peace. He shall sit on the seat of David, and on the realm of him, that he confirm it, and make strong in doom and rightfulness, from henceforth into without end. The fervent love of the Lord of hosts shall make this. The Lord sent a word into Jacob, and it fell in Israel. And all the people of Ephraim shall know, and they that dwell in Samaria, saying in the pride and greatness of heart, Tile stones fell down, but we shall build with square stones. They have cut down sycamores, but we shall change to cedars. And the Lord shall raise the enemies of Rezin on him, and he shall turn the enemies of him into noise. God shall make Syria to come from the east, and Philistines from the west. And with all the mouth they shall devour Israel. In all these things the strong vengeance of the Lord is not turned away, but yet his hand is stretched forth, and the people is not turned again to the Lord smiting it. And they sought not the Lord of hosts. And the Lord shall lose from Israel the head and the tail, crooking and bestrewing, either refraining in one day. An eld man and honorable, he is the head, and a prophet teaching, leasing, he is the tail. And they that bless his people shall be deceivers, and they that be blessed shall be cast down. For this thing the Lord shall not be glad on the young men thereof, and he shall not have mercy on the fatherless children and widows thereof. For each man is an hypocrite and wayward, and each mouth spake folly. And all these things, the strong vengeance of him is not turned away, but yet his hand is stretched forth, and the people is not turned again to the Lord smiting it. For why wickedness is kindled as fire? It shall devour the briars and thorns. It shall be kindled in the thickness of the forest, and it shall be wrapped altogether in the pride of smoke. In the wrath of the Lord of hosts, the land shall be troubled, and the people shall be as the meat of fire. A man shall not spare his brother, and he shall bow to the right half, and he shall hunger, and he shall eat at the left half, and he shall not be filled. Each man shall devour the flesh of his arm. Manasseh shall devour Ephraim, and Ephraim shall devour Manasseh, and they together against Judah. In all these things, the strong vengeance of him is not turned away, but yet his hand is stretched forth.